Well, hello, hello, hello. So this is Nubia of Nubian Queen Nation podcasts, and waiting for my sister to pop on. So, how was your weekend? How was your week going into the 4th of July weekend? We wait all summer long for the heat to come, and then the heat comes, and we're like, oh my gosh, it's so hot, it's so hot. So I changed rooms again, and I am actually, and we call this the little cave for my son. But the lighting is good. That fan is right behind me, so this room is a little bit cooler. So let's see how long it takes for him to come downstairs and realize that I'm in the room that he's normally in. So there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. Let's see. I have some friends that say they're going to be popping on. Um, you know, I guess my sister and I were trying to keep the room from getting what do I want to say, too political. But man, there's some things going on that we definitely need to talk about. There's things that are going on that are scriptural from the Bible. Um, yeah, my sister's trying to get in, so give me 1 second. She's saying that she cannot get in. It's in the email. So I'll wait for her to pop in. And then I used to go live on TikTok, which seems like a lot, but I didn't do it yet. Maybe I will halfway through the streaming. But yeah, so I'm just kind of I noticed that whenever we do go live, it feels like you got to rush, you got to do this, you can't be silent, you can't take a pause. But I'm just gonna chill out. Um, yeah, just take a chill pill. I did wake up this. I've been waking up every morning and going live on TikTok for a Bible study, and so yeah, I think that kind of makes me some kind of way. By the time 10 o'clock in the morning hits, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to take a nap. Oh, I see. It says add to the stream. So let's see if I can add her to the stream. No, she's popping in and out. Um, I'm not sure if it's my internet or her internet, but give me a second here. Popping in and out. Anyway, so there's been a lot of different people that have been coming up with some really good podcasts and YouTube pages, but I just kind of watch them and I don't share because, again, just trying not to be so political or whatever. Popping in and out. I'm telling her. Give me 1 second. But there's a couple of good people to follow. I mean, there's a lady on YouTube. I think her name is Karen something. But if you Google Karen, and she's actually African American female, there's like I said, there's some really good some words that are in lessons that are being shared out there. So I'm just giving my sister some time to pop in. But the other thing, on the other hand, that uh, someone else that I was following, she popped up on my For You page or whatever. I'm getting the TikTok algorithm and how they say things over there and YouTube mixed up. But she popped up in my algorithm on YouTube, and she was talking about dental hygiene, not dental hygiene, just hygiene in general. And I was like, huh, those are some pretty good tips. And some of them were like telling us to remember how for when we were younger or a while back, people used to use a lot of baby powder in order to cool off or cool down. And she was saying that you don't just have to take the baby powder, you can take cornstarch and then let it sit overnight in a container with your favorite fragrance if hopefully you're not allergic to any kind of baby perfume is what I'm trying to say. And you mix it with your favorite perfume, you let it sit overnight, and then you can just kind of brush it on yourself, in different spots all over your body, keep you fresh. So I'm like, huh, that sounds like a good idea. I might have to try that. And also, well, I'll save some of the other tips for when my sister pops on here. So, okay, there's nobody in the chat, and she's trying desperately to get in. I'm not sure if she's in her car or whatever. Let me see. Are you in your car? And I realize with us being over here without being on TikTok, there might be some people over there waiting for us too. But I'll wait for her to come on in. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm I'm a calendar person. I love calendars. I love things that have to do with keeping your day straight. And so here's a notepad that I'm trying to keep next to me so that whenever I have things to write down, I can write it in my handy dandy notebook. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna call my sister on the live. Let's see. While we're in here. Okay. I won't put her on speaker just yet, but this is another one of my planners that I like. I'd like to make my own planner one day. A nice thick one. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Maybe are you in the car or are you home?
I'm in the car.
Okay, that's why you're not coming in because it's like it's showing that you're on the screen. You're popping in, popping out. Like the connection is not good. How far are you from home?
No, girl. That's not even wrong. I'm not even wrong.
You're 40 minutes from home?
Yeah, I'm at Lackland right now.
Oh, okay. You're not on the speakerphone. Okay, well maybe I'll just go. I wasn't gonna go live on TikTok, but maybe in order for me to have somebody to talk to, I think I'll go live on TikTok because 40 minutes. Um, yeah, it just keeps. It doesn't even show you a picture. It just shows a bubble that you're trying to get in and then out, in and out, in and out. Wait, I don't have you on speaker. Say again. You're on speaker right now. Say again.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's still saying connection is lost.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll just go and talk to a TikTok audience. And if you get as you get closer, maybe towards the end, maybe you can pop back in. I don't know. Or just keep trying.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on because my TikTok is working fine.
Oh. Yeah, I'm on live. It's going. We're live. We're talking. We're streaming.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're streaming. You be streaming.
Okay, well maybe I can get you on TikTok then. Okay, I'm gonna hang up now and I'll look for you on TikTok.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Pop. Bye, Pop. Okay. All right. So thanks for being my part of our audience. I'm like, you know what? I need to restructure this because I know that we had topics that we had planned, and we would talk about certain things, and then we got completely off topic. I would like to start bringing some more guest speakers in. If you have any ideas of guest speakers or people who have their own businesses, let me know because I need to swing back in that direction. I know it's summer and I'm just kind of like, well, I've been doing that for the last couple months. But anyway, just stand by because I'm going to go ahead and go live on TikTok. Look at you look at me. You can tell me you ain't feeling butterflies. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, you know what? And I will be forward facing because usually when I'm on TikTok, I am not forward facing because I'm doing my Bible study. All right. Let's see if I can go live. If anybody pops up in the messenger area and you have a question, let me know. All right. I'm going to go back to chat over here. All right. While I'm waiting for my sister. Whoa. I tell you, whenever I look over here, it looks nice and dull as far as me putting on my lipstick. And I didn't even use the same one that I had last week. But when I put over here to TikTok, these lips are bright, bright red. But okay, whatever. Can't do anything about that now. I'm not going to take it off. Okay, so reading. And so in the morning, I come on TikTok. I was trying to say before I talk to my sister, I go live at 6:30 in the morning. But man, I tell you what, waking up at 5:45 and going live, that is, woo. There's people who get up and go on live 4 o'clock in the morning every single day. And that's a lot because my eyes are tired. I need a nap. All right, so Connecticut Housewives. All right, Connecticut Housewives. All right. And then I'll put a goal because you have to walking you through if you've never done this before. You tap the live button, you click on your title of your page. So I put Connecticut Housewives, and then it asks me what I want to do for a goal. And let's see. I'm going to put in the community hearts. All right. And I'll say, let's see if we can get, we'll do 20 of those. And if we switch up, because they give you little, I can just take this off for a second. Okay. So you can see it. Trying to go live. So that's the title up there. You can't see. It's hard. It's blurry. Anyway, I have to figure out how to have your phone show up on your laptop on the screen. That would be cool. All right, so I'm going to put that in, and it says, do you want 20, 50, or 100? And I'm going to click on 20. Okay, and we're going to confirm it. And then it's asking me, we already did that. All right, and we're just going to go live. I don't get so nervous sitting anymore. All right, here we go. Come on in, come on in. Hello and good morning, good afternoon. It's 1:11 p.m. and I am streaming live on the TikTok channel and on the YT channel over here. And I want to say welcome to you. This is Connecticut Housewives with an S. But my sister is traveling, so she is not on right now. She's in her car trying to connect. I want her to stay safe. She's bringing my father to get some identification. All right, so let's see. I wonder if I can have it in my background too. All right. Yeah, this is summer, so just give us some grace, and then we'll start to, I don't know, have some more structure after this. But I know I should still be live over there on Restream. So if you're coming in the room, I am Nubia of Nubian Queen Nation. We're trying to build a tribe of women who are encouraging, uplifters. Whoa, I tell you what, those lips are popping. They look really red. But again, nothing I can do about that right now. All right. So waiting for my sister to pop in. So let's see what's up with me. Went golfing. If you have access to the TikTok, you can see that I on Sundays after worship, I go golfing with some veteran friends. And here lately, there have been a lot of people. You get to a certain age, and friends of my mom and dad, they're people are just kind of passing away, just from older age though. Thank God, nothing else. And yeah, so we're calling all stay-at-home moms, people who have their own businesses. If you're a homeschooling mom, just come on in the room. And yeah, we can talk through. If you have any questions over on the YT page, let me know. Yeah, I guess I should have some music in the background while I wait for my sister to pop on. Yeah, so anyway, come on in the room. Hey, winners, always winners. Come on in the room. Thank you for being here. Oh, it says keep going. We're letting people know that you're here. So let's see if I can tap in the middle of the page here and send this out to some people. Let them know that I'm live. All right. Okay, send it to all 13 people. All right, sounds good. All right. So we're here just chit-chatting. It's a different kind of chit-chat because when I come in the morning, I'm usually doing a Bible study. Say hi. There she comes. So hopefully you can hear her too. Let's see. I'll put it close to the thing here. See if there's anybody in the chat over on the YT channel. Hey, Daydream, there you are. Good afternoon. All right. So my sister can't pop in over here on the YT side, so she's trying to pop in over on the T. We call it TT, TikTok. She is driving my father to get I won't say a military ID card, but she's trying to get him a valid ID of some sort. And he's 83. He'll be 84. So he did have a military ID because he was in the military. Oh, you froze here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because it's summertime and everybody's trying to get on. The red lip looks nice over here on you. Yes, thank you. It looks very subtle. But when I look at myself or on TikTok, I was like, whoa, okay. So let's see what my son says when he comes out here. Because usually this is his little man cave because his laptop is behind me. All his little setup is all around me. See, I know you have girls, Adrian, but isn't this cute? So he made this out of Legos. So I'll show it over here too, going all the way around. So he has that car there, number 94. And then just followed you. Oh, okay. Thank you for following. Thank you for the follow. Oh, let me change this too, because it says in the morning over on TikTok, I pray for our spouses and for future spouses. Isn't that nice? Nice car, Right. Broom, broom. All right. Same thing over here. Showing his little collection. The good thing about it is that I'm not in. There's no possibility that he might even. Well, I do. If I do send him a short video of something that I made, then he does actually go and watch it. She says, "Laugh out loud." My connection. I'm sure. I don't know who's. All I know is that lately the connection has been kind of spotty. But let's see here. I'm just gonna put Connecticut Housewives over here on the TikTok side. Deidre, are you? Hope you don't mind me saying your name because now it's going to be on both sides. Do you ever go to TikTok? Did you pop up on TikTok before while I was live? I'm not sure. And do you know how to use it? Connecticut Housewives. And what are you guys doing for the summer? I have a cousin who's moving to Hawaii, and so she's like, "Come over. I'm giving stuff away." I'm like, "What are you giving away?" Not like, look, my house is completely full, right, to the brim, right? I need to be giving away some stuff and acting like I really do want to move to Africa or someplace, which I do. Jeff Foa, thanks for coming in the room, Josh. So let's see. It says nice lighting in that room. I know, right? Cool cars. Yes, and there's one more. Oopsie. Ooh, I'm taking stuff apart. I'm really gonna get kicked out of here. Let's see. Let me put this thing back on here. Are there any Lego fans out there? Oh goodness gracious! Did it slide? What did I just do? Oh. I'm always telling him not to touch my stuff. And here I am moving stuff around. Okay. Thanks for coming in the room. Hey, Truth. And Jetfo. Okay. I don't know what I did here, folks. What are you girls doing right now? Are they out playing? No TikTok. Okay, for me. It's fun. It's been, and I say to people that TikTok is the new, the place that we all shop that starts with an A. It's the new one of them. I tell you what, I have like 3 or 4 dresses, might even have more. I need to put them on and model them. What did I do, guys? Oh my goodness, he's gonna know that I've been playing with this. Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna do like what our kids do. They play with our stuff and they say that they didn't play with it, and then they put it back, and it's like, what? He's gonna go pick it up, and it's gonna be like, why is this not? I'm breaking up some stuff here. I'm sitting in his chair. All right, I'm gonna sit there like that, and then here's the last car. And if I'm not finishing my sentence, you can help me. It says Kenya looks like a great place to live. They've been saying lately that Kenya is the place to Nairobi, Kenya. That people don't do it. Don't do it. She's saying no, don't do it. Why aren't you? I'm trying to bring you up to the front as a host, young lady. And then you're driving. I know that, but let's see if I can still have you coming over. Yeah, they say that Kenya is the place to be, and other countries in Africa as well. Absolutely, because you all know who know me. 2023, we went to Tanzania, and I absolutely loved it. My husband had to drag me back on the plane. I'm trying to get you to come on in here, Ajwa. I'm just gonna I'm gonna hit guess, see if you can figure that one out again. Invitation sent. Before you were coming in, but it was kind of buffering. She says, my oldest is at dance camp. Oh, and my girls are staying cool inside under the fan watching TV. I hear you. Yeah, you can see that fan going on behind me. Each room has its own air conditioning. And of course, my son feels no anything as far as keeping his air conditioner on all night long. And at first, we tried to just cool the room down before you go to bed and then turn it off. But you know what? I'm a certain age, and I need my air conditioning. Oh, yes, I did. I don't think I broke it because it's Lego. And so I know that he can put it back on. I just can't find the snappy, groovy part to put it back on. So yeah, I don't think it was maybe it was just sitting on there, but it seemed like there's spots right there, as you can see. Hey, sis.
Congratulations.
So, and then I see some little spots right here, two spots right there for Lego, but that doesn't fit. So, yeah, I'll wait till I get off the live until, he's up in his room doing whatever. whatever teenage boys at the age of 18 and 19 do. He was working, and it was a job that you'd have to take. I don't know. Basically, you shrink wrap your the cars. So he thought that was going to be all exciting, and he learned how to do it. And then he's like, "This is not as fun as I thought it was going to be. It's very, very intricate." So the other thing that the owner there does is tinting windows. So he has this glass case over here. I can't show you without messing up my little setup. But he took and he had a little bit of not shrink wrap, tint. He had some tint left over from the job, and so he did that on his computer. So he's getting really good at that. But I said, you're 18, your dad and I are not going to kick you out. Like, figure out what it is that you like to do. Right now, I don't think anybody would want to send their boys or daughters to the military, because that's what my sister and I did. And of course, Adrian also was in the military. But I don't know. We not something I want to do now. Right, sis? I can hear you moving stuff around. You're adjusting your phone. You can't hear me? I can hear you. All right. So she's coming in here. So, yeah, laugh out loud. Oh, you broke it. No, I hope I didn't break it. Just kidding, right? Yeah. Hopefully he'll figure it out. But he's going to come in the room. He's like, "Ma'am, what are you doing in my room?" Well, I love you, son, but you're not paying for this room, right? You're living free.
It looks like you've lost your internet connection, so we're switching you to one of your offline stations.
All right. I'm going to put you. All right. I put her on mute until she can figure out, because her thing is trying to figure out whether she has internet or not internet. But so Miss Adrian, my area just opened up. Well, on the middle of this month, they just opened up a brand new community center, and it has this big, huge pool. And I don't think it costs that much. I know I said that I was going to try and follow and join whatever gym YMCA that you're at. Come on in, people. Come on in. Okay, so now I can't see you, sis, because before I could see you, and now I can hear you tapping on the phone. Can you talk to me? I can't hear you. Talk to me. I'm gonna put you on mute because all I can hear is you tapping on the phone. All right, can you hear me? I love it. All right. So, yeah. Any questions from anybody that's out there? If you're out there, I am in no go at this station today. I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. I'm like, I can hear you tapping.
Surprise.
I can hear you tapping. I can hear everything that you were doing over there. You adjusting the phone, turning it left and right.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So, Adrian, do you have a pool in your backyard?
We're just sitting out front of our location I told you about earlier.
Oh, okay. You didn't move. You should go sit out in front of a McDonald's or a Burger King. At least that way Daddy can get a cup of coffee and you can use their free Wi-Fi. Right? You got some places like that?
You know what? I tell you what, you're not wrong. At this point, it's like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Daddy can get a nice...
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
I did see one about 3 miles down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that.
All right.
If I can hold this phone for a second, please.
Just keep... Girl, you still haven't bought a phone, a holder for your phone. From last April?
Not for the car, no.
Girl.
You just gonna blow up my spot?
Girl.
You gonna gaslight me in front of everybody?
Girl, I mean, we're talking over a year now. Over a year, seriously. It's like just buy a $5, $10 stand. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, a new community center, yes, with a pool, and they're having an indoor. They're gonna have some kind of a celebration in the middle of July, I think. I think it's the middle of July. So yeah. So last week, I'm not sure. Don't sing this week. We can hear you. Don't sing. I'm not saying that you haven't. Put yourself on mute. Yeah, until you get to McDonald's or something. Yeah. Girl, well, I need to coordinate some help to set it up. All right. What are we setting up? I forgot just that quick. What are we setting up? But yeah, but the center looks really nice though. Yeah. Oh, so this week, I think it was probably Monday, and I'm not sure. Was Monday a holiday? I'm losing track of stuff here. I decided to, first of all, we had like many days of, the kiddie pool. I was just looking online for a kiddie pool for the small girls. Yes. There was one year we bought 2 kiddie pools, and my young adults were adulting, but they blew up them kiddie pools and sat in there like it was nobody's business. Like my daughter acted like she was on, Camp Luxury or something. Hey, Freedom Finance Coach, come on in. A picture of what? What did you want a picture of, sis? Pictures, please. Of what? Oh, the new facility? Okay. So she's driving to McDonald's so she can get some free Wi-Fi and buy my father some coffee. Because yeah. So yeah. Of my daughter's probably in the kiddie pool, maybe was what you're talking about. This was before my middle daughter. It's working now. Before my middle daughter went to South Korea, we just bought, those kiddie pools are very inexpensive, right? And yeah, she filled up them things and was laying back like she was in a lap of luxury, like yeah, I won't do that. But yeah. And then she had her little drink out there, had on her shades, everything. So yeah. Hey, Freedom Finance Coach. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you. I keep hit or missing with this lipstick because I think that first of all, TikTok has an app that enhances whatever you do or whatever to your face, especially your lipstick. So when I look over here on the YT channel, it's very calm and mellow, says my friend Daydream, who's over here live. And then I look over here, I'm like, whoa, man. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. And thank you for coming on the live. Oh, did you have your live? Something happened. I think I know I was going to try and come on your live. Hopefully you have one weekly or even daily. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. Red looks great on you. Thank you so much, Freedom Finance Coach. If you guys need a Freedom Finance Coach, she's over on TikTok, and she is giving out all the tea. I think that you're actually in England, too. Aren't you in the UK? If I'm not mistaken. One of my daughters is actually going to be going to school over in the UK in September. I'll have to keep that under wraps as far as exactly where she'll be. But she's really excited. We got her visa. It came through and everything. Oh, she told me not to tell anybody. Oh, I forgot that I'm not supposed to tell anybody. Or maybe she meant local. I don't know. But we're really excited. We took the train to Manhattan. She filled out all of her paperwork. Oh, weekly. Okay. And yeah, so she did her paperwork. And then that student visa came in within a week. We were so excited. She was just so excited. So now she's able to enjoy her summer because, it was starting to get a little bit tense there. She said, that's awesome. Would be great to meet her when she comes over. Yeah, right. She has a lot of people that would like to, show her around and stuff like that. She's kind of shy in some ways. She's kind of a bookworm. Yes, thank God. Yeah. So, all right. I don't have my husband's laptop. Help me get myself to like 5,000K over here on TikTok. Yep. So what else do you have planned, Miss D over on YT? What are your favorite? So I spent time this afternoon. My sister will know, our cousin April. I'm just gonna say her name, cousin April. And because her and I have our birthdays a couple of days apart, we at least call each other if we don't talk, even though we live like a couple of miles, maybe 5 or 6 miles away from each other. She's busy with her grandchildren and children, and and okay, yeah, we just saw your purple cat. That's all. And so we try to call each other for our born day, born month, whatever. And this year I went to a spa. I had my husband get me a spa package, and I went and spent the day by myself at the spa, enjoyed myself fully, and then laid out at the pool, went to the whirlpool thingy, and and then I had lunch by myself, and my cousin went to Pennsylvania, I think, to spend some time with her mom and her mom's cousins there. So, and then the year before that, my husband and I went to Jamaica with all of our children, and it was like me celebrating my birthday and my son graduating from homeschool. So, so we keep missing each other. And so this time, here it is, July 1st, and our birthdays was in the beginning of June. So I kept trying to get with her because she only has a couple days off in the middle of the week. And so we finally connected. Yes, I will tell you, said hi. So we had breakfast, and of course, we're all, the last few times, a couple years back, we were fighting over who was going to pay for the bill, right? So this time she asked for some more. She also bought her granddaughter, who's 4 years old. And so she was asking for some more juice for her granddaughter, who just wanted strawberries and whipped cream for her breakfast. And she had some pancakes too. And so I had already taken out my credit card. I said, okay, here, just take my credit card before she gives you her credit card. And so that was nice, having lunch, having like a brunch with my cousin. We're only like 2 days apart. And actually, she was supposed to be born on my birthday. I came first, and she came 2 days later. And I think our moms might have been in the hospital at the same time. And we had the same middle name, and of course the same maiden name, because our fathers are brothers. So it was kind of cool. And then she's moving to Hawaii. I'm not sure if my sister knows that. So with that, she's trying to pack up her house to move, because the last time she moved to Hawaii, she just left with just clothes and gave everything away to her kids. And then she came back and started all over again. So I'm like, how do you do that? So she's like, okay, well, I had this for you and I had that for you. So I will have to take a picture and send it to my sister, because she gave me her, she has themes. Okay. So there's times where she has everything in the house is bumblebees, the hand towels in the kitchen, the lotion dispenser has bees on it. Like, she just has a theme for everything. And then whatever the holiday is, which I don't follow all the holidays like that, she has a theme for each holiday. So she's already given some of that stuff away, because she also has 2 daughters and grandchildren that are like in their 20s. Says yes. Oh, that's nice. Tell her I said hi. And then, oh, that's lovely. Thank you on the happy belated born day. Thank you. And Hawaii is beautiful. Love my time there when I went on a holiday. I've never been. Hey, our other sister is in the room. Our baby sister. Maybe it's her day off, or maybe she's I don't know. Hey, sis, come on in. You want to come in? I'll invite you. She might be hanging out at the beach again. Last time we did a live with us 3 sisters, and she was hanging out at the beach. And so we could hear water and people splashing around. Not sure how this is working. Give me a second. So anyhow, it was fun going to breakfast with my cousin and her granddaughter. And everybody's like, oh my goodness, she's so adorable. And she's like, thank you. Sisters are in the house. Yes. Yes, says Freedom Finance. So anyways, I told her they live so close, and my cousin has her one daughter who lives in Florida has like 5 or 6 kids. And the daughter who lives not too far from me here also has 5 kids. I'm like, can you just, if you're so close, if she needs somebody to watch her daughter for the day, just bring them over. Because I don't have a granddaughter, a baby, anybody, anything, anywhere near. Just at that age where all the cousins are grown and all their kids are grown. And then the cousins who do have small children, they live like in Florida and different places. So cool cousin relationship. Yes. Talk about kissing cousins or sister cousins. That was definitely her and I. And it was just her and I for the first 3 years until my sister Ajwa was born 3 years after me. But, my cousin and I, we lived next door to each other. We did everything together. Went elementary school. I think in kindergarten, all of our friends were in the same class with my cousin. And I was in the class with other people. But we went to elementary school, junior high school, which we called it back then, and then high school together. Yep. And then she got married before me, and her kids are definitely older than my kids. Her kids are the same age as my the one sister who I saw who had just popped in. Yep. So anyway, that screen is not working. I can't get her in here. Oh, it says invitation sent. Okay, maybe she's at work and just snuck in and saw that we were live. Because one thing is, even if we don't have anything really to talk about, we're gonna come on at 1:00 Eastern time and 12:00 Central time. And I like this, like sister talk here, sister chat. So, Freedom Finance Coach, tell us when you go live, and I'll try and make a note of it because we're over a certain age, right? So I love that key. So if you put it in here when you're live, then I'll put it in my calendar, and maybe have all the bells and whistles go off to remind me to come on in because I love encouraging one another. I saw this really sad video. All the best to her in Hawaii. How cool. You'll be going now, maybe for your next birthday. You know what? Now I have 2 daughters that are out of the country, so I know I need to make my way over to South Korea before that daughter. That daughter, who just turned 28 yesterday, I have not spoken to her, but you know what? She's living her best life. And my mom used to always say, no news is good news. So we don't really celebrate birthdays like the traditional way, but I will call them and I'll send them some money. And I just want to at least, hear her voice. But by the time I can't, when I say call her, it really is Snapchat and then go live on Snapchat with video. So, so I'm calling her 8 o'clock my time, which hopefully would have been like 9, 10 o'clock her time. I don't think I got her, so I tried later on, and she sent us a voice picture thingy saying, "I am really tired," and it's her birthday, so she's out doing what she wants to do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna sweat it. At least she knows I tried, and we will hear from her whenever she's available. And so I had to let that go too. Okay, this is what we call parenting differently. So you just parent in a different way, because at first I'm like, I want to talk to her once a week, or I want to talk to her once a month. She's been there going on 2 years, and I think we might have spoken maybe 5 times. She did surprise me on my birthday, and she called me, even though I know, I told her, don't call and sing happy birthday to me, don't do any of those things. And so she had me crying and laughing at the same time. Do any of you have children like that? They call you and they make you laugh, and then you cry laughing because they're so funny. It's like, stop, you're so funny, stop. But she was like that. She's been like that since she was a baby. And I can remember being pregnant with my 3rd daughter. She says, I'm live every Friday at 8 p.m. UK time. Okay, so UK time. Anybody can do the math real quick for me? I think there's like 5 hours difference. So if I count backwards, maybe it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 3 p.m. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I did do like a Zoom with somebody a couple weeks ago, and they were in the UK also. And I think it is 5-hour difference. If I'm not, I will calculate it for you. Okay. So Fridays at 8 p.m. If you come on to TikTok, she talks about finances and how she got. Let me click on her bio, see what her bio says. Paid off 120K or 120 pounds UK money in debt, and now building wealth. This is my only account, she says, and it's the Freedom Finance. Do you also have a YouTube page? Because I have some friends who are not on, oops, I said it out loud, but she's not on TikTok. They're only on the YT page. Join us live. Hello, Supreme. Hello, Brenda. Oh, hey, Brenda. How are you, friend? Yes, I have a YT page. Okay. So is it under the same name, Freedom? So Daedrin, you might want to follow her. I'm not saying that you need to, but I like to follow her because she has good advice and good tips. I need to upload content. Girl, you better do like I'm doing right now while you're doing your live on the TT. You just record yourself at the same time on the YT. So my phone is on the TikTok channel, and then over here, I am live on the YT channel. And that way you don't have to like, oh, I got to do it all over again. Just do it at the same time. They're both live at the same time. So I am live on TikTok. Nubian Queen TV is what it's named over here on TikTok. And then it is, I call it Connecticut Housewives on the UT, but my channel is actually Nubian Queen Nation on the YT. Yeah, just go simultaneously so you can just knock it all out at once. No, I don't have 2 phones. I just do same name, yes. I just do one on my phone and the other one on my laptop or desktop, whichever one you have. I think that on YouTube, though, sorry, YT, you might have to get up to at least, what am I talking about? I don't even have barely. How many followers do I have over there? It is hard to climb over there on the YT channel. I tell you, it is a much faster build on the TikTok than it is on the YT. Yeah. Let me see if I can take a look over here. Oh, I think I'm only at 500, and I've had my channel for a while. It's just that I went dormant for a little bit while I was homeschooling and a lot of stuff going on. If I had stayed with it though, but I can't live in, the druthers or whatever. Do what you got to do. So anyway, yeah. And if you guys are coming through the room, please grab your daily heart me and hit the heart at the top, and then it'll give you your points for today. Thank you for coming in the room. Thank you, Sister Audra, and the Freedom Finance Coach. Yes. So so I love being a part of that group that we're in for the Freedom Finance Coach. And then oh wait, is it tonight that she's live? Right? Was it it's the fourth Thursday and then the first Thursday or the first Tuesday? I'm kind of getting it mixed up here. But I'm on a lot of different channels. I got to keep myself. I like subscribing and encouraging people. There was something that I just saw on YouTube. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say YouTube. Anyway, this young girl was saying how, we need to, this Thursday. Okay. Oh, I have something else on this Thursday too. I might have to watch the repeat on one channel. Okay. This one young girl, and I don't know if it was on the TikTok or not, but she was saying how no matter how hard she tries, she's like a young Black woman. I'm just gonna say it, my channel. And she may be my complexion or maybe a little bit darker. I don't know. But she was saying that no matter what she does, she can't make friends with other Black women. And I'm like, you know what? And she was like, I've been trying. And I tell you what, I was in my car watching it because when I'm driving, listening to it, I try to, I don't know. I just felt she was getting emotional. And so it made me emotional too, because I don't know why we're like that as a people. Like we shouldn't have to try that hard to be friends with other people who look like us. And so she was so heartbroken. I was like trying not to tear up just listening to her. It was just so sad that I don't know. It's like there's something in us that sometimes makes us not like ourselves and not be an encourager to other people who look like us. You know what I'm saying? That really sad, right? And let me see if I have it. I wish that that TikTok could save your history. I guess you can go back into likes, but I can't do it while I'm on live. But maybe I'll repost it. I don't know. Sometimes I get kind of iffy about other people, they can have their love each other and hang out at each other's stores and restaurants and stuff like that. But then when we do it, it's like, oh my gosh, I feel some kind of way. I think we've been brainwashed to think that it's a bad thing to put us first, even though we love all people. And like we were trying to say during the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Now, I don't know why, but the whole Black Lives Matter thing, we had to keep saying to friends, just because we're saying Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that you don't matter. It just means that we have to say out loud that we matter, because obviously, we can't go out and just protest because a lot of us are not making it home alive. Or I don't watch what I say, but I don't know. It's just a really weird, touchy thing. And the girl had me heartbroken. I think once I get off of here, because I was driving, I want to go back and find, exactly. It's just saying you're not wrong. I want to go back and find her page and hopefully just show her some love. And if I maybe I'll try and, I don't know, we all should just go and flood her page if I can find it and just show her some love and let her know that she's appreciated. And I understand what she's saying, because sometimes we can just be ratchet to each other. What's her page? I would head over there. I'd have to find it from my TikTok page, because I think it was on TikTok. Yeah, I'm looking while I'm on my live over here on the YT. Yes, we have been, right? We're not always nice to each other. We should. Even when I worked at a local place here, I will too. Good, we all should reach out. I'm going to look it up. I would be walking down the hallway, this big corporation, and I'm walking down the hallway, and I can't wait to see other people who look like me. Like, say, just to make eye contact and just say hi. Like, oh my gosh, you're in the same space that I'm in. And people would purposely not make eye contact. It's like, what is that? It's like, does that have to do with like, show her some love? It's like, is that like the Willie Lynch thing? And I know you guys all, we know about that. Good hair, bad hair, light skin, dark skin. And so when we come places, if there's nothing else, we give each other the head nods, like, I see you, I see you. I can remember my middle daughter, very outgoing when she was little. She got the head nod thing down, and she would just crack me up. So let me see if I hit on my liked videos. I'm going there now, and let's see if I can find it. I don't see it. Conditioning. Yeah, it is conditioning. And she says, exactly. I get happy when I see when we see people who look like us. And I remember when I first started doing things on, I think it was Instagram. And one person, they had this room, like my sister, Ajwa. She is in a club that has to do with Black Girls Bike. Is that what it's called, sis? Yeah, kind of like, yes, exactly. The conditioning, exactly. Yeah. So it's called Black Girls Ride, and that's a bicycling thing. And then you have Black Girls Run. And somebody came into the room. They're like, well, why do you have to say Black Girls Ride or Black Girls Run? I said, because for years they had all these different clubs and we weren't invited. And so in order for us to have some of these things, we had to start things on our own. And then even then, when we started things on our own, they would burn it down. I didn't even mean for this conversation to go this way, right? But we would start our own thing. And now you don't have to say Black girl or whatever, because your last name gives you away, right? Like my sis, she has a different last name because of her husband's last name. So you can look at certain last names and you can see, well, is this person Italian, or are they, Mexican, or are they whatever? The last name gives it away, but our last name doesn't necessarily give it away, right? So that's why we started things for ourselves, like Black Girls Ride and Black Girls Run and all those things. And so the one girl came into the room and she's like, and some people were like, look, you need to go ahead and start your own, right? Hispanic. Okay. And we start our own things, and they want to come on over. It's like, come on over. We're going to be nice. We're not going to be rude to you. But you have for years, for over 400 years or more, you've had your own things in your own space. But when we start our spaces, they want to come on over to our space. Oh my goodness, my cousin's calling me. I can't get to her right now. I'll send her a message. Okay, I'll tell her, call her back. But anyway, so these are actually some of the conversations that I prefer to have. But I've been a scaredy cat because I don't want to offend people, right? Almost 10,000 likes. What? Oh, thank you, sis. I forgot to pay attention to that, but thank you. So I will find that video of the young lady and see if we can. I don't know if we can do it over on YouTube also. Hey, daughter of the Most High. Oh, she's over on TikTok. She's driving in her car, and she couldn't find a good space for good Wi-Fi. So she's over on TikTok, and she's just chatting in the chat. But we're talking about. I didn't mean for the conversation to go this way, but showing sisterly love, and that's like even my daughters. They when one of them went to college in, where was she? I want to say she was at somewhere up in New England, and she had her, and my kids, they look like me, but they're just a little bit lighter complected, like their light-skinned Jamaican father. And so she said she would go into the room and she had her hair all wrapped up, had a scarf wrapped up and everything. And she said it took, hadn't made any friends, day 2, day 3, day 4. But when she finally, I'm not sure if the other girl had on her head wrap and she had on her head wrap. And she said they went into the room and she got like that head nod. There's something about that head nod, right? Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. My sister saying, don't be scared, just go there as far as conversation. Daughter of the Most High, she's on over here. There's something about that head nod that just says, okay, you're one of us. Or yeah, I see you, right? And so she called me and she was so excited. She says, mommy. I'm like, what? She says, I got the head nod today. Like, we just need to show more love to us. To all people, we're kind, but there's something about us seeing another person that looks just like us and not being afraid to go over and speak, right? Like I said, when I know that Freedom Finance is on, and if I if I remember, because most of the time it's because of my age memory, I would definitely go in and encourage. It's thank you so much for the fest. So yeah, we need to do better in that department. Do better in that department as far as showing love to one another. Because you know what? There's enough love. There's enough, like they say, there's a billion people over on TikTok, and who knows how many people are on YouTube. There's enough for each of us to have a piece of the audience in the pie, and we all have different voices. So we just need to speak and show. Oh, okay, sis, you showing out now. She just did the like the flare gun. Brrr. Well, it's a pow pow pow, but it's TikTok, and it's like spitting out money, dollar bills, y'all. Thank you. So yeah, I just need to get out of my comfort zone and start speaking about all these different things that are happening. And if we don't speak about it in a nice, gentle, Christianly way, then who's going to speak about it, right? Got to get out of my comfort zone. So anyway, when I find that video of that young girl, I will send it out to the people that are over here on YouTube, YT, and the people that are over here on TikTok, because she was in tears, and it just broke my heart that, why can't we be more inclusive? We need that. We need that. And the way the world is right now, it's so sad. We need to be able to just go over to somebody, give them a hug, and say, "Hey, sis, how you doing today? How you feeling? And invite them over for coffee. If they have a chit chat, if they have a TT page or a UT page, go and encourage them. Please do share. I will head over and show love. Yes, when you find it. Thank you. I will. Definitely. But anyhow, I don't know, Ajua, can you come on? I'm not sure if we'll get feedback or whatever. Try to jump into the restream again and see what happens there. Yeah. Thank you for showing us love over here. And how's it going with you, Daedrian? It's best to speak truth. It is best to speak truth. And I don't know why other people always speak their truth, but I don't want to hurt other people's feelings. I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. But you know what? It is what it tis, is what our old pastor used to say. And I'm going to give some, because there's a lot of people walking around hurting. And I know, even me, I have a lot of associates, but it's hard to, and I can't say, maybe it's not for me to have that, oh, let's meet for coffee, or that. For years, I've always prayed, Lord, bring me some sisters into my community, into the circle. And that's another reason why I started, and you had the name Nubian Queen Nation, because all I want is to get some positive people together in the room where we can show each other love, where we can show up on each other's lives, where we can, go to each other's TikTok pages and just show some love. That's all. Me encouraging you, and then you encouraging us, encouraging each other, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Yep. All right. Let's see if my sis can come on in here. Come on in. All right. She ghosted us over on, she's still in the room. So thank you for the people that are in the room. I totally appreciate you. And thanks for being here. Hello, Jacqueline. All right. Let's see. Oh, she popped back out again. And she says, yeah, don't care about, doesn't care about people's feelings, because sometimes for some people, the truth hurts. Exactly. So I need to come on out and just be my authentic self. I think that's the thing, because growing up in Connecticut, I'm not saying that I didn't grow up putting on airs, because I am myself. But if I thought that I was going to say something that was truth, that was going to hurt somebody else's feelings, I didn't say it, So some just can't handle the truth, and that is the truth, So for a while, I followed, what's the name? Boyce Watkins. I'm not sure if, actually Freedom Finance, you might need to look up Boyce Watkins. I'm not sure how active he is right now on YT, but he was like one of the youngest Black males to get his degree in financing from like Cornell, whatever university in the United States here. Just Google Boyce Watkins, but he's all about finance. And he has a thing like, okay, if you're all about us first, put B1 in the chat. So you guys can do that. Put B1 in the chat, which means that, now the way that the world is, we have to think of us first. So basically, when he said that, he's saying put Black people first. Doesn't mean you don't love anybody else, but if we don't love ourselves, then how are we going to be able to grow our communities, our churches, our homes, and our marriages if we're not putting us first? So let's see, what else is she saying? Some just things are cool over here. Things are cool over here. Awesome. And I will look him up. Yes, please do. Because he has, so then he is working with another gentleman, an old gentleman. So Boyce Watkins is around my age. I won't say my ages. But he pushes out a lot of work of Dr. Claude Anderson. And so Dr. Claude Anderson has a number of books out there. So does Boyce Watkins, talking about reparations and how important reparations is, and how every other nation, see, these are the things that I've always wanted to say, every other nation has gotten reparations except for us. You can look it up, and people don't know. It's easy to Google, but okay. Thanks, sis, for trying. There she is. She's staying still. All right, come on in. Thank you, babe. Thanks for being patient. Can you hear me? All right. So I can go ahead, speak, say something. Ajua, say something on the restream. Say something. Come on in. So he speaks on behalf of Dr. Claude Anderson. He's written a lot of books on the color of money or whatever. And so he's another person to follow also. And like I said, so people they get angry because they don't realize that every other I think the Japanese, who do we bomb? Daughter of the Most High or Daydream, you guys seem like you're really good on history. Us first is what all cultures do. Exactly, right? And if we don't, there's a problem, right? There's like a little bit of hatred going on or whatever. So I'm going to put B1 in the. So I think the Japanese, because we bombed Pearl Harbor, they got reparations. The AJ people, I'm not going to say, but you know who the AJ people are? I'll type it instead of saying it. They got reparations for the Holocaust, right? There's all these different people. You can Google it right now. There are so many different people who have gotten reparations, and everybody has gotten it except for us. So there's a problem. And there's also a teaching gap or something, because why do we know all these things, but other people don't know these things, right? Yes, please look him up. Boyce Watkins. Is that how I spell it? Oh, sis, she popped out. Yes, that's exactly how you spell his name. He's very interesting. Very interesting guy. I need to get back on his list too, because for some reason, daughter of the Most High, but you're good with biblical knowledge, though. You're good with biblical knowledge. So, yeah. And then sometimes, so Dr. Boyce Watkins brought more attention to Dr. Claude Anderson, and he broke it down. There's a couple of books that he breaks it way down. Maybe we should do a little Bible study in the middle of the day on Tuesdays. That would take up some space concerning Boyce Watkins and Dr. Claude Anderson, so that people would know. I want to Google it. Let's see. While I'm on here, how many other, I don't know, nations of people? No, how many others do U.S. America pay reparations? You know, most people say that they don't want us to have reparations because they just don't understand what it's all about. All right. So here is the truth, some facts here. So what it's saying is Japanese Americans in 1988, the U.S. government issued a formal apology and paid $20,000 to each surviving Japanese American who was interned during World War II. Native Americans. The U.S. has paid billions of dollars to Native American tribes through the Indian Claims Commission and other mechanisms for the taking of land and resources. Other groups, various government programs compensate farmers, fishermen, veterans, those injured on the job, and victims of terrorism, among others, or loss and damages. Restorative justice. There was another time I took a screenshot because they actually showed all the people that actually got reparations. They're not given a conference. See, now you have AI and you have Google, and they don't always give you all the, they can update it, and then 5 minutes later or 5 years later, the information is all different. So thank you, because it tells more truth than what they was teaching in school. American, yes, exactly. I won't say that out loud, but exactly, daughter of the Most High over on the other side. And the other fact, I mean, I know you're over in UK, but what people don't realize is that when we just had Juneteenth, and then 4th of July is coming up, people ask me if I celebrate it, and I don't, because we weren't independent. We weren't actually free, right? That's why they celebrated Juneteenth, which, is all these things, right? But when the slaves were actually released from the owners, the slave owners, guess who actually got reparations? The slave owners actually got reparations for their slaves being released. So a lot of history has not been taught. They don't want us to know. What can we say, right? What can we say? But yeah, so this was a different kind of conversation. I didn't know. But, the truth is the truth, like Daughter of the Most High says over on the YT channel. And all these things are Googleable. Is that a word? Googleable? And you know what, guys? Can I whisper? DEI. Did you know that GOOGLE is actually on that list? You can bring up a list, because I was just over to my cousin's house, and they're on the list as far as places that we should not be, the place that starts with a T, ARGET. We're not going there to shop or do as least amount of shopping there as possible. Like, I tried to show myself up in there at all. And then the other place, the Wally World, that starts with a W, they're also on the list. And so is the AMAZON. They're on the list. And so is GOOGLE. What they don't understand is that, what does she say I'm saying? Let me go back. It says in the UK, it's only in the last few years they were still paying them, right? Yes. So it just makes you think. It makes you go, yes, I know that my reparations is from Yah. He got me. He got us, but you tell you what, the tables are turning. The tables are turning. And I know, from your, even listening to where you go to church, the ministry. So for a long time, Esau was in charge, and now it's changing to where is it? What's his brother? Is his brother Jacob, the twins? Enoch and his brother Jacob? Is that correct? Correct me, Daughter of the Most High. So that's why I went into one girl's YT page, because people were saying, thank you, Jacob and Esau. So now it's changing, right? Before, Esau was in charge of everything, and now it's Jacob. And in the room, the girl was saying she got popular because she was saying that she could, freedom of speech, she can say the N-word and blah, blah. So I said, well, let me go check this person out. And I went to her page, not making sure, when you even just watching it gives them credit and gives them a boost or whatever. But I want to know what it's all about. And oh goodness, I lost my train of thought. Oh, somebody made a comment. After I watch a video, I like to go to the comment section to read what they're saying in the comment section. And they said, oh, why is it that when they do interviews on people, they go to the utmost corner of the ghetto, and they get people who, maybe they may or may not have teeth. I'm not trying to be funny, guys, but just making a point here. And then the girl was speaking about, if something happens as far as please, we're going to put a mark on our door, go bypass our house, because we don't have nothing to do with this mess. And you need to, we're not in charge of saying, yes, we want to be at odds with these other countries, because we don't. And so people in the comments are like, why do they say that Black women are the smartest people on earth? And in the comments, nobody said that we were smart. We are smart. Okay. We are smart. But what the stats should say is that Black women are the most educated women in the United States at this time period. And that's also, you can Google it. It's not, those are not coming from me. All right. And so, yeah. And so now you're mad at that. And I didn't want to make a comment, even though sometimes you feel like going into every room. I can't take up every fight, right? I can't do it. I can't. Right? So, yes, Jacob. So I'm just learning how to stay in my lane, mind my own business. And you can't join all these fights because they're looking for a fight. And that's why most of us right now, we're not going out and trying to jump into every single march. We're not trying to, all the other, what my sisters say, Hispanics and Latinos, they want us to join their fight. We've been fighting for 400 years. Okay. We're not doing it right now. They say this is our rest period. This is our rest time. So if it means that we have to rest for 3.5 years or 3 more years or whatever, choose your battles wisely. Exactly. Then that's what we'll do. So yeah, I was at a pool party. Okay, that sounds very suburbanish of me, but there's a homeschool group that I've been a part of over the years. My oldest 2 daughters are 19 years apart. Then my third daughter is 3 years behind the second daughter, and my son is 6 years behind them as far as age-wise. And she says, I have to go. Thank you so much for the great live. Hopefully catch you soon. Thank you so much for being here and for participating. Thank you for the connections. So she was saying, 90-something% of your people voted for, here I am being political, even though I'm not trying to. She says, 90% of your people voted for, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. I said, you got it wrong. Because when they clump all POCs together, that there's a difference. Because there's the women who did vote 92%ers. That's why they have t-shirts that say that we're the 92%ers. For those of us who voted and who didn't vote, whatever, not trying to make it political. But I'm like, that was East Indian and maybe Nigerian men or Asian men. And so there's a difference. But anyway, I don't know. I digress. I don't mean to go into the political side of that. But when you correct people, a daughter of the Most High, when you do speak on those things, then people, I'm like, I'm not trying to challenge you. I said, just go and look it up for yourself. But right now, the information that you're trying to give to me is incorrect. All right. So anyhow, guys, thank you for being here today. Thank you for those who joined and those who came in for the first time. Have a blessed day. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of your day also. And I guess, I guess we need to start just tackling some of these conversations, as far as Esau was in control, and now the world is shifting slowly but surely to where Jacob is now going to be in charge and only those, if you know. But maybe there's some resources I can look into that I can send to you guys so you can know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't either, but I know that I also can't put my head in the sand, because if I'm in a room with people like at the pool party, and she was spitting out some facts that weren't correct, and I'm like, I know that I'm at your house, sitting in your backyard at your pool, eating the food that we all bought, but that information is not correct, And then a lot of people don't know that we were also, boycotting the big A, the big T, and the big conglomerates. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, but I appreciate you all being in the room. My sister had a problem with her internet today, so I guess I should have changed it to Connecticut Housewives. But I do appreciate you guys popping in, and if there's some things that you guys would like to talk about, I'm even still. I know they say that if we deny, I'm not denying the Lord as my Savior at all. But if I don't speak on some of these things that are in my heart, I don't want to get to the pearly gates and have myself be turned away at the gate either, because I didn't speak truth. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. And as my sister would say, what should she say? Peace, love, and blessings. I forget. Oh, peace. Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Love, peace, and blessings. Thank you. Thank you for being in the room. And Daydream, also, if you're here or not there, thanks for coming in and for supporting us. All right. You guys have a great, wonderful day. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully you're available next week at 1 o'clock Eastern time and 12 o'clock Central. and also going live over on the TT side. Thank you guys. Have a good one.